It is good sometimes to look back at old theology and see how much richer and fuller the faith of our fathers was. So let us look at an old hymn book and see how it helps us to grow in the knowledge and love of Jesus. And first, the bad state of the wicked. Wicked men's hearts are very bad. They are full of evil, deceitful, desperately wicked. And their badness appears three ways. First, their blindness. They don't see nor understand the evil of sin. Second, their security. They think God will never find out their hidden faults. And third, their stubbornness. They won't turn from their evil way when they do know God is against them. They have hardened their necks against his correction. Now, concerning God, we must needs say he is good. Everything he does is right, just, and holy. But there is one thing we cannot comprehend, that his justice is shown in pardoning some and punishing others. We can't see the reason why this one is saved and that one damned. That is not our business. Let him who boasts boast in the Lord. Our business is to believe in Jesus and walk in obedience to his word. This psalm is full of profitable thoughts. What we learn from it is this: wicked men's hearts are bad, very bad, and we should hate sin and flee it. If we love sin, we love our own destruction. Verse 1, from this psalm our hearts should be duly affected with hatred of sin and seek satisfaction in God's loving kindness. Here is the root of bitterness, from which all the wickedness of wicked men comes. It takes rise from contempt of God and the want of due regard to him. Also from the deceit they put upon their own souls. Let us daily beg of God to preserve us from self-flattery. Verse 2, sin is very hurtful to the sinner himself, and therefore ought to be hateful. But it is not so. It is no marvel if those that deceive themselves seek to deceive all mankind. To whom will they be true who are false to their own souls? It is bad to do mischief, but worse to devise it, to do it with plot and management. Verse 3, if we willingly banish holy meditations in our solitary hours. Satan will soon occupy our minds with sinful imaginations. Hardened sinners stand to what they have done, as though they could justify it before God himself. Let us look now at God's people. They are like sheep, lost, wandering, helpless. But God sees them and has compassion on them. Verse 5, men may shut up their compassion, yet with God we shall find mercy. This is great comfort to all believers, plainly to be seen and not to be taken away. Verse 6, God does all wisely and well. But what he does we know not now, it is time enough to know hereafter. God's loving kindness is precious to the saints. They put themselves under his protection and then are safe and easy. Gracious souls, though still desiring more of God, never desire more than God. The gifts of providence so far satisfy them that they are content with such things as they have. Verse 8, the benefit of holy ordinances is sweet to a sanctified soul and strengthening to the spiritual and divine life. But full satisfaction is reserved for the future state. There joys shall be constant. God not only works in them a gracious desire for these pleasures, but by his Spirit fills their souls with joy and peace in believing. Verse 9, he quickens whom he will. And whoever will may come and take from him of the waters of life freely. May we know and love and uprightly serve the Lord. Then no proud enemy, on earth or from hell, shall separate us from his love. Verse 10, faith calleth things that are not, as though they were. It carries us forward to the end of time. It shows us the Lord on his throne of judgment, the empire of sin fallen to rise no more.